Hello,
Hello.
everyone.
Hello, fiends, and welcome to this week's live stream.
Look at our little fireside setup here.
Can you
Sophia's
see
here.
the candle?
What?
Can you see the candle?
Kind
This one
of.
was also on, but then
a
one of
fire
them went
hazard?
out. No, I mean they're all fire hazards, but one of them went out.
I
and
wonder
we
if the
couldn't-
chat's
we
going.
couldn't turn it back on.
Phew! It's not just Tyler this time. Hello, everyone. I guess we
Where
didn't
can they
stream
see
last
it
week,
the
but
best?
because we had Thanksgiving. But welcome everybody to the stream. We have the camera askew, so that
At a
you guys
jaunty
can see
angle.
our flocked.
A
fake-
jolly angle, if you will.
There you go. And so we have this Christmas tree that I got the other day. It is a fake Christmas tree as it's been snowing inside in Los Angeles. That's flocked, which means it's covered in what seems to be potentially toxic white
I
powder.
would not recommend a flocked Christmas tree. I thought it looked so cute because I wanted to get a black one, but none of them were primable. So Tyler, and we needed a Christmas tree ASAP. So
Yeah.
Tyler went to Home Depot and got this
Oh
one.
yeah, because for an Instagram,
Yeah.
which you guys might have seen. Yeah.
You went to Home Depot, you got this one.
No, I didn't get this at Home Depot. I went to 4 different stores. I ended up going to Michael's, and I waited there for 35 minutes because they had this is the last one they had at Michael's. Back storage, and it was.
Because I didn't want a green one. I thought there's some white ones, there's some like kind of silver ones,
Yeah.
and then I was like, if you worst case scenario, you can get flocked.
I went
Because
to.
it looks cute, but it's terrible.
I went to a Walmart on Wednesday before Thanksgiving, which let me tell you is a disaster.
not the move.
It is crazy, especially
Not the move.
it was not the move. And but I feel like with this flocked finish on this tree, it's almost like someone was like, "Hey, I found a use for like all of the leftover asbestos in the world," because you start moving this thing around, and it's
Yeah.
like I actually said to Sophia, "I'm like, I'm not sure this is healthy for Krusty." Like
It's
I was
not
like,
healthy for you.
who cares about me? We all care about Krusty. By the way, we just came up with an idea, guys. Merry Krustmas.
Is it an idea? Is it true? Or is it just a feeling?
It's this cool thing we've been working on. We just came up out of our mouths. Yeah.
Next year, we got to make Merry Crustmas merch.
Yeah.
Just Krusty's face and like a little hat.
Yeah, exactly. We were also talking about maybe doing like the Christmas Carol and trying to figure out a parody with Krusty.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know what we would do with that
We're
or
gonna
where
hire-
it would go. But
We're going to get some other
why
makeup
not?
company to finance a cinematographer and try to take video of it, and we'll have like really high definition shots shot in 4K. You remember Grumpy Cat, the movie?
Yeah.
Remember the Aubrey Plaza disaster?
No, I loved it.
You know so off screen, I don't know if you can hear Mylan, but Mylan is speaking. Mylan is a Christmas movie aficionado, which actually is a perfect segue, actually, unintentionally, into what
we're doing today.
in this live stream.
Yes. Today, we are going to be ranking some mostly classic Christmas movies.
I feel like they're mostly like 90s, early 2000s. There aren't too many like really old ones.
Right. Just to be clear, classic means 90s.
This is not Nat King Cole,
No.
Jimmy Stewart,
No.
you know.
No. What's the one about the guy who sees what life would be like if he didn't exist?
It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, it's not that one.
Yeah, it's not
We're
that,
that
one.
one's
Yeah.
not on
I'm
the
sure
list.
that one's great. I know there's a lot of people.
It's really sad, actually. It's happy at the end, but it's kind of sad.
It's kind of a Christmas Carol-y, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just a retelling of it, yeah, in its own way.
That makes sense.
Is it all coming together?
Yeah, it's all
Okay.
coming together.
Got it. Let's do this. So should we detail our options, or how's the chat doing? Do people
I
wanna-
think people are doing well. They like Merry Crustmas.
Yeah, it's great.
People are. Oh, Gabby Olszewski got engaged over the weekend.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
December engagement.
Ashley Taylor has a black Christmas tree.
Oh, that's a good
They
one. We
put
tried.
Star Trek collectible ship ornaments on it, so it's like space.
Oh, that sounds like really legitimate.
Damn
Yeah.
it! Next year.
We literally have the default
Unless we
things
don't
on
make it because the flock has just entered our lungs.
enveloped our lungs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like next year, like the scandal will be like, Michael sells trees. That's the story. And everyone's like, I recall a stream on the community tab where they talked about that.
Great. Orange Bell says, does Krusty ruin the tree? No, I don't think Krusty and the tree have interacted all too much, but like the flock is like little white powder that could just kind of flop off at any time.
We're obviously-
It could be I mean, if there's anyone who needs this information, a great way to smuggle drugs in.
That's a great
flock
one.
a Christmas
That's
tree.
a great one.
Yeah.
Right, that should be.
In case anyone needs that idea.
In case you
Free
are a
idea.
staff writer,
Free idea.
For Narcos season 6,
Yeah.
the Michael season. It's a very interesting to pay off their debt. Netflix has a collab with Michaels. That's ingenious, actually.
Awesome. All right, so shall we? Oh, also, we restocked our lipsticks today.
Yeah.
So let me know in the chat if you guys got some lipsticks.
Or if you saw our animated feature,
Yeah, what did you guys think of our little House Sophia lipsticked Christmas
which
animated
is also
short?
animated
Can we call it a short?
It's an animated short, which is also one of two because we have another one that we filmed last week, which
It's not animated though, but yes.
It's not animated, but it's significantly more unhinged.
Geraldine ordered Screamer and Brucey.
Those are good ones.
Melissa got the PR kit and the holiday kit. Damn.
Wow, that's awesome. The holiday kit really came out cool.
I know. I'm very excited about
I
it.
want a real version of a bat
Selena
wreath.
Tron ordered Mrs. Norris. And Mrs. Norris sold out really fast last time, so I feel like people
Mrs.
are
Norris is
missing
a
it.
quality lipstick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
And we are working on some. I don't know if you guys saw yesterday's video. We posted the vintage wedding dress video, which we've been working on for a really long time. I don't remember if you guys. Last week, man, we took us 8 hours to finish the first 2 minutes of B-roll editing, and the video was 28 minutes, so it was very.
No, it was really just the intro and the prelude that was just really killer. But besides that, I would say for a history video, it was pretty on par for the course.
Our next video is going to set a record.
There were just 5 eras instead of 1.
Our next video is going to set a record by a significant margin for our channel of longest video. I don't think
Right now it's 39 minutes.
and we really
And we're like pretty far along.
we've done like
it's pretty
4
close to
rounds
final.
of editing. I don't think we can get it shorter than that.
It's like pretty close to final.
So yeah, you're gonna get a long video hopefully next week, but it's a fun one, and then it's part 2 of 4 of our wedding series, which I think you said, Sophia, in the description for this video, yesterday's video,
Yeah.
right? So as you guys then can anticipate, we have a couple more wedding videos coming up. So we got some good stuff going on here. That's the general rundown, and then we can get to.
Watch the next video while they bake. That would.
Mylan's giving spoilers away.
Sophia's given the live stream spoilers of this one before.
Oh, definitely.
There's a heavy spoiler there. No.
Poliana Ferreira got Mrs. Norris and Brucey.
Oh, nice.
Sarah GB says, is the first lipstick collection going to be restocked as it's already out of order? Well, the holiday kit is the same, just with different packaging.
Yes.
So you can definitely grab that one. I think that we do have enough for another small restock before Christmas, but we'll see. I think it's kind of like a will we sell out of this round kind of thing.
Yeah, we'll see.
Cool. All right, let's rank some movies, shall we?
What is that emoji? Is that the one where you're trying to drink?
Nigel Taylor says, have you watched Beetlejuice? And then it's the emoji where I'm drinking out of the 7-Eleven super gulp or whatever. I'm like,
Have you, by the way, I was watching this one channel that I think is really fun.
sorry. Annalisa Gresham says, are those the candles still from the Bath and Body Works video? And the answer is yes.
I spent, the other night,
I told
Sophia was
Tyler
doing some final
because
touches on the audio.
we got the Christmas tree out. I was like, will you do me a favor? He was like, what? I was like, can you go through our Bath and Body Works candles and pick out some festive ones?
They're like
for us
really
to
deep storage
light?
underneath our stairs. And so I went under there and then I took them all out, and we have like 120 candles, and I sniffed through them, obviously, also looking through the names. And I chose the 10 Christmas candles that will not definitely make you nauseous, but in the process, I did get nauseous. And then Krusty came down, and people have me paranoid that like essential oils are bad for cats or something.
They are.
So.
But candles aren't the same thing.
I don't know. I got paranoid. So
Because like essential oil diffusers have like vapors that come out of them.
Yeah. So.
Candles is just.
You want to finish that thought?
Carbon monoxide?
I
What
don't
comes
know.
out from candles?
I have no idea. Probably carbon monoxide.
It's flames, right?
Well, carbon monoxide is from
Comes
like
from
charcoals,
flames.
though. It's like from.
It doesn't matter what your candle is made out of. So it's like if it's like soy, then it's just.
I don't know if these are made out of soy.
Are Bath and Body Works soy candles really? No. They're like lanolin or something.
Yeah.
They're just
So
like
it would
sheep
be
guts.
Evaporated, whatever.
Is sheep guts?
No. But
I-
lanolin is sheep fat.
You want to pass me the water?
I think.
Okay.
Oh no, it's sheep grease?
Okay, let's get to ranking this, okay? We've made so little progress in advance here. Okay, pass
What do you
that
want?
over here.
Water?
Water. I filled it up. Yeah.
Do we want to switch to the ranking?
Yeah, let's rank.
Let's do it.
All right, Tyler, I have the chat, so you have to do the ranking.
Okay. Should I just
You
click
can't
and
just
drag?
recline.
Okay, I can't just recline.
No.
Krusty's gonna attack my mic cord. Here, watch
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Watch this. Let's go big screen for a second.
We're not gonna rank. We're never gonna rank.
Ready? Get
Oh
that?
no, don't let him actually eat it.
Okay.
Don't let him actually eat it.
Psycho. The one thing about Krusty is he goes to the mouth fast for a cat.
Yeah.
You know, I guess that's the way you have to eat mice on the street, right, buddy? Right? Okay, anyway, there you go. I'll put him back there. He's weirdly calm, yeah. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so here's our movie list.
Yes.
Okay, we got the Santa Claus one, because there's like 3 of them, including one that has Martin Short in it, playing Jack Frost. The Santa Claus with an E.
Is that the first one?
That's the original. That's the
Okay.
OG,
So
right
you're
there.
saying there's multiple
That's
of
the one
them?
with Judge Reinhold in it.
Don't know what that is.
He's an actor. Home Alone 1 and 2. So we
Yeah,
have
2 is
New
underneath
York.
us.
Yeah. What are you talking about? 2 is underneath us.
You can see on the screen. They
Oh,
can't see it.
okay.
You want to drag it down just so they can see it and then put it back?
I'll just-
Oh, you would. Oh. All right.
That might be why. Wait, what happened? Do I have
You-
to hit
you zoomed
Do I
out.
have to hit like Y or something to grab?
No, you're zoomed out. Here, can I help
Okay,
you?
Yeah.
Just unclick that.
That was.
Here we go. Here, we got it, Emily.
Sorry, I'm more of a sketch guy. Okay, I'm less of a.
There's Home
a
Alone 2. You guys can
Photoshop
see.
guy. Yeah.
Home Alone 2.
Okay, cool.
All
there
right,
you go.
cool.
Great. Okay. Then we have A Nightmare Before Christmas. Or is it Nightmare Before Christmas? Nightmare Before Christmas. The Nightmare Before Christmas. We have Last Christmas, which we know is a new one. That's probably our most recent addition to the bunch.
Already a classic.
Already a classic. We have Polar Express, A Christmas Story with the kid with the glasses. What the hell is that one? Is that Santa Claus? That's Santa Claus 2. Okay, Santa Claus 2. We have A Muppets Christmas Carol. What's that thing right there? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's the OG one. That's like a claymation, I believe. The Grinch, not How the Grinch Stole Christmas, or How the Grinch
How
Stole...
the Grinch Stole Christmas, the animated one, is not really a movie. It's actually like 25 minutes long.
It's like a really long music video.
It's like a narrated. It's like reading a picture book out loud. Is basically what
it's like
it
a
is.
Casey Neistat vlog. Yeah, it's like a long music video. I'm just kidding. No. Charlie Brown, Christmas, Elf, and Love Actually, which we're going to put in the Christmas category. Now,
Love Actually is definitely a Christmas movie.
Die Hard is
That's
not
the whole
included.
point
That
of
came
Love
up in the
Actually.
conversation, although I've only ever seen Die Hard with a Vengeance, which is the 3rd installment featuring Danny Glover. It's a great movie. Very gory for a little kid, but I enjoyed it. Great twist at the end. They sneak things in with a cement truck. And then we also, one of the ones I was going to recommend including that's not a Christmas movie, but I find it to be a great Christmas movie, is Catch Me If You Can. Because it runs into Tom Hanks' character on several different Christmases. But it's more of a Thanksgiving movie because it doesn't have an explicit Christmas theme. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone who's seen that movie, but he gets arrested for the last time when he's looking through his old house window at his stepbrother during Christmas. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's just my opinion, okay?
All right.
It's just my opinion.
Great. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, let's do this.
To me, I like most of these movies, so this might be actually kind of hard.
This is a good list.
Because we have to have one in each tier, basically, right?
That's
Isn't
the
that how it
rule.
works?
Listen, we're going to say that this entire spectrum is skewed up to these are solid movies, right?
Yeah.
We don't have to trash anything aggressively here.
No.
But we're not also going to just play it safe,
Yeah.
okay? We're not.
We're about to be controversial.
We're going to be controversial, okay? If you don't get enough controversy on the Sophia Nygaard channel, you're going to get some on the community tab stream. Is that fair? Okay.
All right, let's see. Okay, so let's start with her. There's one on here that I know that Tyler. Can I expose you?
Sure.
That Tyler really doesn't like,
Yeah.
but I like,
Go
and
for it.
that's the Jim Carrey Grinch.
Yeah, no, I hate it.
What do you hate about it? Tell the people.
All right, I find it gross, is actually what it is. I don't like when he burps in the guy's face. I don't like his cockroaches in his teeth. I don't like the sort of graphic realistic version of that. I think he's excessively mean to Max in this version. And the dog is my favorite character. I don't care about Cindy Lou Who, and I don't like the Faith Hill song. Also, I don't like the love story dynamic. That's annoying. And I thought the set design was hokey. And it goes on forever. And the other thing that disturbed me was the fact that it takes place on a snowflake. Right? The whole plot, in the first scene, they zoom in on a snowflake, and Whoville exists on a snowflake in some dimension, to which I say they're all going to die. Because it's going to...
Have you seen the Benedict Cumberbatch Grinch?
There's a Benedict Cumberbatch
That's the
Grinch?
new...
It's like the new
It came out like last year.
I'm not a...
Oh, it's the animated one.
I'm
okay,
not.
yeah.
I'm so like. I feel like Benedict Cumberbatch has like is almost got like the Daniel Day like Lewis. Like people are always like really strong. Cumberbatch.
Oh no, the chat is completely on your side. None of them like it.
Thank you. And
They
the
say
original
Grinch
is so
E.
good.
They say Grinch is E. Jim Carrey Grinch is absolutely awful.
Here's also why.
C
I
tier,
don't think the
hate
Jim-
Grinch. Grinch was awful.
The Jim Carrey Grinch I find not as redeemable. He's a jerk. He's like legitimately mean. He walks up to people, burps in their face. Although they give him that whole plot line where like they bullied him. Also, I can't stand his love interest. It's like, what is this? Like, if this is what's motivating him, it's not the spirit of Christmas. Come on. And we don't get enough singing. And then we get the girl singing that song to the ornaments. It's just, I hate it. And I've only seen it once. Okay, I saw this movie one time when I was like 9.
I agree that in the Jim Carrey Grinch, all of the characters are less redeemable. Like the Who's are more annoying.
They're really
in the Jim
mean.
Carrey
They're like
Grinch.
really
Yeah, and
mean.
the Who's are kind
They're
of
mean to Cindy Lou.
Yeah.
Her dad is creepy.
Versus in like the like old animated version, they're quite just like innocent and just like weird. Like,
They're so innocent
Yeah.
that they sing after their Christmas was stolen because they don't care about it.
Yeah. I think that one thing that is bad about the Jim Carrey Grinch is that the Max is like a real dog.
Yeah.
So then you feel worse for him.
He's
'Cause
like
it's not-
abusive to the dog.
Yeah, because it's like it's like a real dog. Like it's not like an animated like Seussian dog. It's like that's an actual dog.
And the Seuss animated dog is pretty awesome.
But what I will say is that I don't know, and maybe I don't know if this is outside of the realm of the ranking, but the existence of this Grinch causes then at Universal Studios there to be like a Grinch character and lots of memes about that Grinch character doing stuff, and I think he's funny.
He is pretty funny.
And he's got a show at Universal Studios. He walks around. He does
So,
stuff. He talks to you.
what you're
if
saying-
you give him, there's that meme on Twitter last year about a girl who went to meet him at Universal Studios and gave him an onion, and he got so happy.
So what you're also saying, doesn't he have a really disgusting diet in this movie too? He eats like gross stuff, I think.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If what you're saying is that this movie helps keep alive the Grinch character and IP,
Yeah.
okay.
It also inspired the animation.
The new animation?
No, our animation.
Oh yeah, that's
That
true.
is true. Okay. No, wait. Oh, okay.
The original one.
Yeah. No, but okay.
Yeah, here we go. Tyler has a PowerPoint ready on why the Grinch does not deserve rights.
But no, to be fair
Thanks
though,
for coming to Tyler's TED Talk.
OG Grinch is cool by me. I like
Tyler,
the-
be like, in this essay, I will.
Okay, so where are we putting it?
Okay, I mean, I don't think we can put it like above E at this point. Like
Okay.
at this point, there are a lot of things that are bad about it. So I think that I don't know. I think that E right now is pretty reasonable. It's
Okay.
not at the complete rock bottom, but it's pretty far down.
I'm obviously very opinionated about it.
Put it in E for
Yeah.
Oh, Emily says put it in E for Emily still likes it though. Yeah. Irish Rose says Z category. Everyone says D tier, but Francesca says D tier after hearing the points.
Okay, so should we go to the next one, Sophia?
Yeah, let's move on. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's a pretty cute one. Charlie Brown Christmas.
What about it?
What do you mean, what about it? What do you mean, what about it? Do you not like Charlie Brown Christmas?
I like the soundtrack.
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
and I think that
the
that-
soundtrack does elevate it quite a bit.
It's really good. And now,
Yeah.
remember that the Stranger Things mock of it? Where like after, because remember, like Stranger Things, the original has a lot of there's Christmas lights in it, but after it came out, they did a like Charlie Brown Strangers thing, where like they just replaced the characters, and then they like.
Oh yeah, I actually do remember
And it was
that.
kind of fun, so that was cool. I mean, I love I like a lot of the Peanuts / Charlie Brown stuff.
Okay, so
Did I ever tell you the story about? Did I ever tell the chat? We did "You're a Good Man," Charlie Brown in 8th grade, and it was like at the tail end of where my voice was changing from like high falsetto to like tenor, and so I was like, yeah, I was like a good boys choir singer. Like I was like trying to find my voice, and I was excited to try to do that, and I ended up doing high school a cappella, and so I was singing, and they, for whatever reason, had like this like kind of like weird dynamic where they didn't want to cast me as one of the leads. They wanted to cast one of the kids that took like the drama classes as the lead, because I was sort of like an outsider to the drama community. And so what they did was, because the kid that was going to play Charlie Brown could sing "This Is Why," I was singing a little bit better. They made me like Milli Vanilli for the kid. So they had me stand behind him and sing for him. And so that I sang over him so that it looked like he was singing. Yeah, and so he got to be Charlie Brown, and they didn't let me be Charlie Brown. And so I had to
It's like what happened in the Beijing Olympics.
Exactly. Wait, what happened in the Beijing Olympics?
They had a girl singing, but there was a girl behind her in this like backstage singing on the mic.
Okay, yeah, it was like that. So, whatever. And what I'm trying to say is that my voice is changing. So I was like really excited to be like, hey, I can finally sing again. Because like when your voice is changed, you lose it for like 2 years. You can't sing anything,
All
right? And so I was
This
pumped.
is what people say about Charlie Brown.
there you
Oh, so no, keep going.
Yeah, that was my story.
Have you guys seen the Today Show anchors all dressed up?
Yeah.
Horrifying.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so people are talking. Let's see, Christmas. Charlie Brown is S tier, says Dana Degnan. Alexia says Charlie Brown Christmas is so bland.
Wow.
Charlie Brown meh C, A tier for the memories. B tier, Charlie Brown is a classic. Nicole says classic, but also barely a movie. That's fair.
Okay, I'm gonna put
My
it.
best memory of the Charlie Brown Christmas is that at my friend's birthday sleepover in 6th grade, we watched 28 Days Later, like the zombie movie, and I literally got so scared I couldn't sleep.
That movie's scary.
And so in the middle of the night, her mom put on a Charlie Brown Christmas for me to watch because I was literally so scared. I got so scared.
Is the do 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 that's that one, or is that just a general
that's every Charlie
And
Brown.
so then this one's do 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 do.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the one they put in Arrested Development.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one obviously is a cultural icon.
I think
we
B.
should B.
What are you going?
I was gonna A or B.
A. There's some good movies on this.
I
list.
was putting B.
I would say B for now.
We got to keep moving. So
Yeah, I would say B for now. Songs are good, memories are good, but
I cannot
agree.
tell you what happens in it. Charlie Brown's bummed out. Sally pulls the ball.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. How about? All right. How about? Which one do you want to do next, Ty?
Let's do like Home Alone.
Home Alone. Oh wow. I mean, you have to put it really high, right? It's a great movie.
Well,
Lots
why don't
of
we talk
memes.
about Home Alone in the context of Home Alone
Macaulay
1
Culkin? Now he's got a good
and Home Alone
Google
2.
ad.
Yeah, but he doesn't get brownie points for this movie for that now.
Okay.
Does he?
Well,
You know, it's kind of just like I'm glad
it's
Macaulay
a
Culkin.
testament to how iconic it is that
Yeah.
this far in the future, he's still getting work off of that movie.
Wasn't Macaulay Culkin dating Lindsay Lohan for a while? Or was it Mila Kunis? Yeah, they were
yeah.
dating. That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Okay, let's evaluate this in the context of 1 and 2. Now, quick thing. Tim Curry was actually in Home Alone 2. He's the main villain, essentially, because he's the hotel staff, and he's trying to get him out. Interesting point. Tim Curry was a terrifying actor for a little kid, because he played a lot of different roles, and he's always like really animated, if you think about it.
I think that Home Alone. The thing is, so we can only put 1 into S tier, right? That's the way S tier works.
2 is not even in A or B, in my opinion. 2 stinks.
No.
One in S tier.
I just meant in general
Oh,
movies.
well, we should try to limit our amount in S tier.
I would say it's hard to top Home Alone in terms of a Christmas movie, iconicness, 90s-ness. The thing that weirds me out about Home Alone is how like actually the robbers are like gonna kill him.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It increases the stakes so much.
Because it's like, I mean,
It's Joe Pesci.
it's like a very dangerous situation.
But it's Joe
and he like
Pesci.
seriously hurts them too.
Okay, let's talk about this. That's what eliminates Home Alone 2 from any list, because they would be dead like 7 times. Like they get hit in the face with a paint can and fall down the stairs. They'll get hit in the face with a 2x4.
Home Alone 1?
2.
Oh.
1, they get their head blowtorched a little bit, right?
Just a little.
He steps on like broken ornaments.
Yeah,
you know?
that I feel like
Here's the
scary.
great part. Let's talk about some of the good things about Home Alone 1. I love the whole like calling card dynamic, right? Where they like clog the drain up with water with socks, and then when they steal from the house, then they put the water on so they overflows. So that way the cops know they've robbed every house in the neighborhoods. That's why they get put away big time. That's one. That's kind of like a fun little callback.
Leaving a calling card. Never do it.
2, the old man storyline is heart-wrenching, right?
Yeah.
That he reconnects the family because he's able to like kind of connect with Macaulay Culkin.
So are you trying to say it has everything?
I'm going there, okay? the best part of Home Alone 1, which is also kind of like undermined in 2, is the mom. The mom is like really, really trying to get home, even though the kid was mean. So it's like a whole story for kids. Like even if you're mean to your parents or you're not fitting in, like they still love you. And she's rushing home, and then she has this whole set of scenes with John Candy. John Candy.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, and so then it's like trains, planes, automobiles. It's like this whole thing where he's a Polish band and she like plays into the Chicago theme because it's so John Hughes, right? Which is really fun. And then. There you go. That's some of my points. I don't know what to say.
I think that Home Alone, it's got...
Oh, and here's what I was going to say. Sorry. Can I say this last point? I want
Yeah,
to
of course.
bring this full circle. The mom's character is undermined. Her enthusiasm to get home is undermined in the second one because she loses her kid again.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, the pigeon lady's scared.
So Holly says she hasn't seen Home Alone 2. Did they forget him again, and how? He gets on the wrong plane, right? Isn't that Home Alone 2?
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure that he has like a ticket there in the airport. He has a ticket. I think they're going to Paris, and then he walks on the wrong plane and goes to New
They went
York.
to Paris in the first one, or no?
They do go to Paris in the first one.
Maybe they go somewhere else then in the second one. He
You know
like
what's a
walks
great-
onto the wrong plane.
The best scene in the first one is when the whole family realizes that he's not there and they're running to the airport to try to get back home. But here's the other thing: is Home Alone 3 underrated movie? It's got
It's not on the list.
Scarlett
So is it really-
Johansson is the sister.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that the one with Jonathan Taylor Thomas or the kid that looks like
okay.
Yes.
So we've kind of talked about both of them.
I think the first one should be A tier.
All right.
It's not S tier because it's not. It's
And
not
then the
S tier.
second one maybe C.
Put the second one D tier.
D?
Second one stinks. It stinks.
I agree the pigeon lady's scary.
Yeah.
she's scared the hell out of me.
Yeah.
No one likes her.
They do the same thing. They're like, don't judge the.
There are some
The
people
old
in the
person.
chat that do prefer Home Alone 2, though.
Interesting. Well, they're gonna be disappointed with our ranking. Then.
Yeah. All right. Which one's next?
How about Well, like, let's full disclosure, guys. We haven't seen Last Christmas. We just.
Oh, you want to talk about Last Christmas?
Yeah, let's talk about Last Christmas
Okay.
because it's
Last
a total.
Christmas. I know it's new, and also I like Amelia Clark. And what's his name? Who's
Henry
the hot Asian?
Goldman?
Henry Goldman. Yeah. The Asian Bachelor.
Is that what people call him?
No, in Crazy Rich Asians, that's what they call him.
Oh
Remember?
yeah.
I have no feelings against them, but I wanted to rant about it because as soon as it came out, I immediately guessed what the twist was. Should I ruin it for people?
No, you don't ruin it, Saf. You better wait.
Can we
You
get a-
can't ruin it. It's like just came out.
Yeah, that's new.
People
Oh,
haven't
maybe
had
we
t-
shouldn't rank it then. Then my rant makes no sense.
Don't rant about it, okay?
Okay, fine.
You have a valid point, okay?
Okay, fine.
Unless-
I feel like you can rank it based on the fact that you didn't have to watch it.
Yeah, all right.
You watched it.
So it goes into F tier
Well,
because
no.
I guessed what exactly the plot.
Mylin is correct because it is a twist movie, which seemingly has the most obvious twist ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you were right about it.
Okay. What else do we got going on over here? How
Everyone's
about-
saying ruin it, but like I just.
No.
Like, we can't-
There's a couple of people who still want to watch it, so I won't.
Maybe maybe it's S tier, okay? You know.
What do you?
I'm trying to make sure. I don't know. If there are people who want to watch it, I want to, because
Oh, no,
it's
no,
so
no, no.
obvious what happens. I don't know.
No. I think that they just don't want me to ruin it. We can still rank it however
Okay,
we want.
fine.
Okay, Tyler, have you never seen A Christmas Story?
I actually haven't seen it.
Okay, so I'm the only one ranking it.
I think the kid bothered me growing up. Like when you're like little, he just bothered me. Because he's like so sure he's cute. Do you know how that works? Why isn't Jingle all the way on the list? By the way,
What?
do you not remember Jingle All the Way, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad?
Literally, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
and apparently, as Mylin said, it starred the kid that played Anakin Skywalker. Dude, it was a good movie, okay? He wants to get the toy of the year, but so does Sinbad. And there's like none left, so they're trying to get around to find it. And it's where I learned you can't drive in the shoulder of the highway. Because he tries to get home out of traffic, because he's got that whole plot.
You wouldn't have known any other way.
That's how I learned, you know?
Okay, sure.
I was like, I remember I asked my dad, because I was like 7, I go, like, why don't they always drive in that lane? He goes, well, you can't do that. And here's the other thing about it, Jingle All the Way, was that every time that I'm sort of like thinking back about nostalgic Christmases, I think back to Jingle All the Way, because I remember I was watching it one time when I was like 11, and my dad was like wrapping presents. This is like after it had come out for a couple years, and I was just hanging out. So it's my nostalgic Christmas movie.
Well, the best part is how much they make the kids who watch the movie hate the stepdad.
The stepdad is pretty. They do the stepdad thing, where the reason why he drives in the shoulder is to get home because he like misses soccer practice or some bullshit. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So we're talking about A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
People in the chat are not a fan of A Christmas Story.
Because he wants a BB gun or whatever. Well, I mean, that's not why. I'm just saying. Is that the plot? Is that the one?
Okay. So you've never seen it. You don't know what you're talking. You don't even know what you're talking about. What I'll say about A Christmas Movie
Or is that
is
a
that
movie, yeah.
there are a lot of iconic moments, and it is like a tradition for a lot of like families to watch A Christmas Story like on Christmas or whatever.
Yeah, they did play it like all day.
Yeah. But there is, in terms of plot, it is loose. Like it's just
What
like-
is the plot?
like
He wants a BB. He wants a BB gun, right?
Yeah, but it's like based on his memoirs of like an actual guy, so that's why there's.
Yeah, it's just like a series of things that happen. It's like vignettes, basically. It's like
So it's like Pulp Fiction.
his friend like licks the telephone pole and gets stuck, and then like his dad buys like an inappropriate lamp, and like yeah, he gets a BB gun, or he wants a BB gun, and his mom they won't get him one because you'll shoot your eye out. Is like the
That's a fair concern.
quote that comes from the movie, and then like he swears, and
Did I ever
his
tell you
mom
that
makes him wash his mouth out with soap and stuff.
Oh,
like
did I
that.
ever tell? So it's like it's super like my dad's generation.
It's yeah, exactly.
right, yeah,
it's very like
it sounds
nostalgic for like the
it sounds like
50s,
everything my dad.
60s.
It sounds like everything my dad experienced. My
Yeah.
dad used to get his brother would shoot him with a BB gun. His mom would wash his mouth out with soap potentially. These sound like things that never happened, but no. You know what I was gonna say was, did I ever tell you the story about you remember those airsoft guns, those things that like they're like BB guns essentially, but they shoot like pellets that are plastic and not metal. So you can't get shot by a BB, like it's metal, it'll break skin, it would really hurt, right? But when there's these things with airsoft guns and like you can shoot them. And I was playing with my friend one time in his basement, and we were like, shooting at each other, and he was standing next to the ammo. So then when I ran out, he just refilled and came and shot me. I don't know. That's my experiences with BB guns.
So what I would say is A Christmas Story to me, I don't think you can rank it below C, but I also don't think you can rank it above C.
Put on D.
C seems fair.
I think C seems fair.
Because it's like classic, but you're right, it's kind of like, wait, what is this movie?
Like it's one of those things where it's like it is a total watch it in the background type movie. You know what I mean?
Don't you feel like it was a trope?
Like the thing is, I've definitely seen it all the way through multiple times, but at the same time, I kind of feel like I've never seen it all the way through.
That's a good point. Those are
Yeah.
those kinds of movies. Don't you feel like it was a trope in like the 90s to have like a glasses wearing little blonde kid who like has a slightly dorky moniker or like sort of aura?
Referring to this and Stuart Little.
No, I'm referring to what's it?
Logan.
Was his name like Justin Lipnicki? Remember like the kid that was like the kid that's in Jerry Maguire?
The kid from Little Vampire?
That's a kid from Stuart Little.
Yeah, but they kept on replacing him. Right? Like with this kid's not the same kid.
Well, that movie's a lot older.
Okay, should we keep going?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Can we talk about what the true S tier that's on the list?
Okay. Are we thinking the same thing? I don't know if we are.
We're not.
Say it at the same time. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Elf.
The Santa Claus. The Santa Claus is perfectly S tier. In fact, I would
Why?
actually argue
He kills Santa Claus. That's horrible.
by accident.
That's also, it's like, okay, if you kill Santa Claus accidentally, then you have to become this like mythical being. You have to leave your family behind and become Santa
Have
Claus.
you watched the Santa Claus recently?
Recently, no, but I've seen it.
There's a whole montage where he's magically becoming tubby and jolly.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so
Yeah.
where he like is putting on weight and his doctor's like, "What's going on?" And then he'll shave and his beard will just grow back right in his
Wait,
face. It's
why
awesome.
does that make it S tier?
And then there's this great scene where they're walking and they have this heavy metal music going, right? And all the elves are walking and their dance as they walk, so they just go.
Why does that make it
so
S tier?
good. It's so good. It's great. The kid doesn't have glasses and isn't blonde. He's got brown hair. Okay. And
Wait, I have a question. Is this a Santa Claus or the Santa Claus? Is that the one where he's like trying to date a girl and he makes it snow in the street?
second one.
Oh, that's the second one. Okay, all right.
the first one's Judge Reinhold.
I don't know who
is
that
the
is.
stepdad. The best. Oh, it's amazing. The dad gets a weenie whistle at the end, and he goes, and he opens the box. He goes, a weenie whistle, and they cut to him just blowing it randomly. It's so good. Because he mentions he wanted a weenie whistle growing up, right? That's like the one thing he never got. No, what it is that Judge Reinhold doesn't believe in Santa Claus because he didn't get a weenie whistle. So at the end, he gives
that's kinda
and
cute.
it's his wife's new husband. So he's like making peace with everything.
Oh, okay.
It's really good.
Well, because he's Santa Claus now, he has no other choice.
Exactly. You got
Okay,
a great elf
the
character.
chat
in that one?
really agrees with you that Santa Claus is amazing.
It's an
People
amazing
are more
movie.
split on Elf, but a lot of people think that Elf is also S tier. This is gonna sound harsh. I think Elf is like the only movie where I don't kind of hate Will Ferrell. Does that make sense? Like the only movie that Will Ferrell is the star of. Like where it's like Will Ferrell's movie.
Oh.
Where like I'm like this fits and it's
That's it.
funny and it's interesting and it's cute, and Zooey Deschanel sings in it.
This is pre like mega star Zooey Deschanel.
Yeah.
It's pre 500 Days of Summer.
And he eats spaghetti with maple syrup, which sounds awesome.
Here's the thing: James Caan's in it, right? Or is it? Yeah, which is so Sonny Corleone's in it, which is always great. Yeah, that's one. Two. Here's the other thing I was gonna say. Great point regarding Will Ferrell, because Will Ferrell they gave just carte blanche, budget
blanche.
carte blanche, carte blanche.
Tyler is like convinced that it's carte blanche, and he says it every time. I correct him every
Carte
time.
blanche. Okay. He gets for years like where he made like 7 movies that were like like the whole famous like M. Night Shyamalan Rotten Tomatoes theory was that his videos were following a linear trajectory down. They were like because like what's it called, Sixth Sense, like 100% of Rotten Tomatoes, and then it was like New Earth 0, right? Like they were just like following a trajectory. Like I kind of feel like there was no trajectory in Will Ferrell movies. They were all like 0 in a row. It was kind of like like for years because like Land of the Lost. Like after he got after Anchorman, they were like, you can do whatever you want. And then he did like Talladega Nights is okay. And then he does like the Blades of Glory movie, the skating. Like he did a bunch of terrible ones in a row. But I agree with you that as a secondary character, he's great. And this is one where as a primary character, he makes sense. So.
Okay, I think that
Is that too
based
long
on
an
the chat
explanation?
reaction, Santa Claus is definitely S because everyone loves it. Elf is more split, so I'll put it A for now.
Okay. That's a good list. Everything else, I don't care.
Why is it even on here then?
It's so good, Sophia. You just haven't seen it in a while.
Okay.
I've never even seen
Santa Claus 2, the only thing I remember about it is the scene where he's trying to date a girl and then he makes it snow in the middle. Yeah.
I haven't
Claire
seen it.
thinks it's bad. So I'll put it down here. D. Okay. There's a couple. Nightmare Before Christmas.
This is an interesting one.
Very iconic movie.
As iconic as they come.
The concept of it, I'm a big fan of. Love the characters. Claymation kind of freaks me out a little bit. Like a little bit. You know what I mean?
No, it's creepy. It's got so much good additional IP.
Yeah, exactly.
It's spawned,
Like, it's really built out.
It spawned a lot of mediocre imitations from Tim Burton himself here and there, right? Like there's a lot of like bad follow-up to it. It's really fun in Kingdom Hearts. You get to play in it, which is really fun actually. I would say it's a little bit at the edges. It's not polished as a movie when you watch it. Like its pacing's a little awkward. There are some things that there's a lot of Mandela effects I feel like in the movie. Where like there's sort of things that I remember happening that aren't really in the movie. Mm-hmm. If that makes sense to anyone. Like there's sort of like things that happen that I'm like, I thought that I can't give you a good example of it, but they're like the Jolly Ollie Man or the Oogie Boogie Man scared the crap out of me as a kid. Like really scarring. Because he tortures Santa Claus for like, that's what it is. I thought there was sort of like more to that, but like, it just he's like almost not even in the movie. It's like he just appears at the end, like, oh, we have to stop this guy.
Someone, Dayla says, Nightmare Before Christmas is great, but not everyone agrees that it's a Christmas movie. Should that drop it down?
Let's put it. It's got to be an A tier.
Yeah, it has to be A.
I mean, it's also
has
the
to be
best
A.
ride at Disneyland, basically.
Oh, yeah. That's true. That's the thing is like everything else about it besides kind of like the claymation-y aspect is amazing. I love it. So yeah, they turned the Haunted Mansion into like Nightmare Before Christmas themed.
It's really, really awesome. I mean, honestly, I think it's my favorite IP, one of my favorite IPs overall. I just don't know if it's like the #1 best Christmas movie. It's a little bit unpolished. Also, the songs are like a little bit not that catchy.
Emily Heinen from the chat is letting us know about the plot of Santa Claus 2. Do you want to hear about it?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Santa Claus 2, he's trying to find a Mrs. Claus, and they make a robot Santa so that he can be gone, but the robot takes over and isn't good.
That sounds awful. What I like is that it's like they just have all of these clauses. I feel like that isn't like the whole point of Santa Claus 2 is that the next clause is that he has to be married.
Yeah, I think so.
Right, that's the whole,
Yeah.
Yeah, that never. I guess I didn't know how to spell Santa Claus for years because I didn't.
I've actually seen multiple tweets this year about people being like, I was today years old when I realized the Santa Claus was a pun. Like that
no,
they,
yeah. No, it was subtle,
Yeah.
really tasteful.
Okay,
These movies are
we've got,
kind of a similar category.
no, Love Actually is very different.
Well, not Love Actually, obviously. Love Actually has nudity in it. It's not really the same thing
Okay,
as a Polar Express.
here's how I feel about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah.
I also have a heart. It's one of those movies where like I've watched it many times around Christmas just because it's on, but I feel like I have never watched it all the way through. But I have. But I feel like I haven't.
Well, it's because it's so iconic.
It's too mellow.
They do like Honda ads that are like it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, like they did like a whole parody of something similar to it in what's it called? Community. They did like a whole episode where like the Community characters are in like a claymation special, and they would do lots of claymation specials in general. I find the claymation kind of creepy,
Yeah.
maybe because of Celebrity Deathmatch.
Is it made in the 70s? It feels very chilled out.
Yeah.
Does that make sense at all? It
Yeah.
feels like super, like it's very,
It might be like older than that, honestly.
it makes me sleepy. It like literally
Yeah.
makes me sleepy.
I mean, I don't think
It's like when you grip a cat like behind its neck. It's like a childhood like instinct where I'm just like, I'm supposed to go to sleep now.
interesting. Then maybe that's just like a learned behavior.
Just when it's on.
Your mom
I
just
had
put-
to like fall asleep.
It's like when Dwight salivates when he hears the ding sound. Right? What do people think of it?
People say Rudolph is boo F.
Wow, that's,
It's boring. Rudolph is kind of cute. People are talking about Love Actually because I think they don't want to talk about Rudolph.
Okay,
Rudolph
all right.
is not a good movie at all.
Let's speed through some of these ones.
All right, people
Rudolph-
say F for Rudolph. That's me.
Let's do E tier because I'm
Yeah.
enjoying Last Christmas and F by itself.
Yeah.
Polar Express, real quick. I didn't see it. I used to read it every single. That was our tradition. We read Polar Express before we went to bed every single night. Great story. I heard bad things about the movie though, because it's supposed to it's a weird animation style. It's really long, and the book's not that long, so it's a Hobbit conundrum. Right? It's like the story is just about how you believe in Christmas. That's all it's about. It's sort of it's a good book, I don't
Yeah.
need Tom Hanks talking to me. And they built it out a lot. They added a lot of I'm sure they have an antagonist from some jerk kid on there who steals his hot cocoa or some crap. I don't know. But does that sound familiar? Oh wow. Emily says F tier for
Emily
Polar
hates
Express.
Polar Express.
Not going
The,
above the Grinch.
the chat loves it. Here we go. Francesca Jolly, I love it. Kiara James, Polar Express is so good. Hold on. Han Bon Tiem, Polar Express is iconic. Rachel Cham says, I hate Polar Express.
Thank you, Rachel. I'm gonna go home and watch it.
Elsa Mezzo says, Polar Express was the kind of movie for me that you're not sure if you dreamt it or not. Lulu
Interesting.
K says, Polar Express is a snooze fest. Caitlin says, the Polar Express's art style is creepy.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Emily Heinen says, Polar Express is my favorite movie.
Okay, it sounds like a solid C tier, right? It sounds like everyone's split on it.
Everyone's split.
Let's try to get the
They
Love
say
Actually.
B or C. Put it in C.
Let's put it in C. Okay. I'm sorry, Emily. Okay, ready? Let's talk about the Christmas Carol real quick.
Oh, I love the Christmas Carol.
It's a Muppets Christmas Carol. You like that one?
Any type.
I miss the Muppets. I actually kind of like.
Anyone except for Jim Carrey's.
Huh?
Oh,
Any version of Christmas Carol except for Jim
he did an animated one. They just let Jim Carrey take our Christmas tales and do whatever he wants with them. It's like, did you know he was in Liar Liar in '94? It's like, come on, man. Sorry. It's,
I think here's the thing about A Muppets Christmas Carol is that I usually actually still to this day find A Christmas Carol kind of scary.
it's terrifying.
Yeah. But Muppets Christmas Carol is not that scary. But I don't know if I enjoy
The
it being
Muppets?
scary or not.
tend to make scarier things for me. Like I
Oh,
felt
really?
like Muppet Treasure Island was really scary.
I don't remember
Did
that
anyone
one.
ever see The Labyrinth? It's like it was sort of like a Jim Henson movie with David Bowie. Like
terrifying.
it's really disturbing. Like Muppets are scary, okay? And the Muppet Baby is unbelievable. But I find I was scarred as a child when I saw a live performance of the Christmas Carol, because when Marley came out, they like shot fireworks off almost in the place. It was so loud. And
Marley never scares me. A Ghost of Christmas Future always scares
well,
me.
he's scary.
'Cause he looks like a Dementor, basically.
He is a Dementor.
No, he's not.
I know.
He's the
but,
Ghost
like,
of Christmas
no,
Future.
he's just death.
Yeah.
Right?
The
He's
Grim
just-
Reaper, basically.
He's just death, yeah. I think this. I haven't really seen this one in a really long time. Who plays Scrooge McDuck?
What?
Who plays?
Scrooge McDuck. Who plays Scrooge McDuck?
But who plays? I know. I'm just saying, who plays Scrooge in it? Is it not like John Lithgow or something?
It's
Christopher Lloyd?
How about B?
it's Michael.
Bublé?
Merry Christmas, Mr. Bublé. I'm putting it in B.
Okay.
I think that's fair because I think it's better than these ones that are in C.
Well, who is it though?
But
Is it Bob Hoskins?
Michael Caine.
It's Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
What?
All right. So now the only one left is Love Actually.
Okay. This is where all roads lead to.
Okay, Love Actually makes me so confused because I know that there are a lot of people out there who don't like it, and for good, fair reasons, for fair reasoning and fair logic. And at the same time, there are there are like 8 different plots.
There's a lot of plot
basically.
lines to like and dislike.
There are 2 that I like despise.
Oh, tell me about them.
Okay. Yeah, only 2. You think there are 2 specific redeemable ones?
I can't say off the top of my head. I'd have to
Obviously, the little boy who is Liam Neeson's son, who's like trying to learn the drums to like woo that girl, is the cutest thing ever. And
I'm gonna say it greatly helped Mariah Carey's career. Okay, it really put that song back on the map. Okay, everyone loves that scene.
Okay, I also like the porn stand-ins.
They're good.
Yeah, they're real. I think
That's
they're really
the guy
cute.
that plays Bilbo now.
Yeah, what's his
Martin Freeman, yeah.
he's really good. I love that
Yeah.
one. They're super cute. There are some that other people hate that I don't care about, like the British guy who goes to America and like sleeps with a bunch of American girls. Like people hate that one. I think that one's kind of
Why
funny.
do people hate that one?
Because it's just stupid. It's dumb.
Yeah, that's the point.
Wait, but
His
I
name's
like
Colin
that one.
Frizzle. What do you want me to say?
I like that one. I think that the other one that's kind of weird that people don't like, but I kind of like is what's his name and the Portuguese girl.
Oh, I like that one.
Colin Firth?
Yeah, Colin Firth and the
What's the
Portuguese
issue with
girl.
that one? They don't have a real connection because he just thinks that she's hot.
Yeah,
But she thinks he's hot.
yeah. No, they like each other.
They're going on a Tinder date, to be fair. Like they're starting.
He
Proposes to her at the end.
She's
Oh,
like
'cause-
his like housekeeper or something.
Right, but does he get that? Oh, he goes that.
No,
deep?
what happens
'Cause
with him
she-
is
she's
basically
just-
his wife is cheating on him in the beginning.
Oh,
So then he like gets a divorce. Then
Right.
he like moves to some like remote place to like write a book, and then that she's like his like not like caretaker, but she like cleans his house basically.
Yeah.
And so like they fall in love. Then she leaves. Then she follows him to Then he follows her to Portugal and tries to propose to her. And then the whole family is like kind of following him around, being like there's a funny.
They just
scene
have the cute music
where
playing
like
and-
the whole town is following him around, being like, I don't know, he's gonna kidnap her or something.
And then he like the sister is getting teased by the dad, and then he took Portuguese lessons.
Yeah.
And she-
Oh no,
so-
he's doing
the audio.
Rosetta
books.
Stone, yeah.
It's sort of just like cute though.
Yeah.
She also learned English a little bit.
Like, and that's the
A
whole
little
point
bit,
because she
yeah.
misspeaks like a little bit. Like, right? She's like, my answers is a yes or something like that.
because like
right?
she's been learning at the same time that he's been
so
learning.
so it's just a love fairy tale,
Yeah.
right? So that the criticism is it's not rooted in realism.
Okay. Then you go down to the ones that are the worst. Okay. Obviously the Keira Knightley one is the worst.
Oh my god, I hate that
Because
one.
it's like
The guy is so out of line.
Ruins their wedding footage. Like if you had feelings for her, you have to say something before the wedding that you're supposed to film, but you only film her, you don't film anything else.
Sketchball.
Yeah, it's horrible.
And
It's
he-
like literally the worst.
And then he like does the whole carolers thing.
But like, what is she supposed to do? She's literally married to his best friend already. Who she's a good. Did she kiss him?
on the cheek. On the cheek.
That's so questionable.
No, she opens the door up to the affair.
She should have been like, even if like.
No, hold on, that's not. She doesn't open the door, but she doesn't slam it.
Yeah.
Right, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, it's
She
like...
could have been like, oh, that's nice.
So-
Let's be friends. You know what I mean? But like, she was a little too nice about it.
What they should have done was have her hard know him, and then at the end show him with a girl that, like, looks like Keira Knightley as a bit. They should have had Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. The other one that I really don't like
Yeah.
is what's his name?
Alan Rickman.
No, I mean that one's yes.
Minister one?
Hugh Grant, the Prime Minister, and like also the housekeeper of the Prime Minister's house.
That's how everyone meets in
that's
London, apparently.
The worst. Like it's
That's just like his secretary or something.
secretary, but like she's like a low level
Why,
employee.
why do you think it's bad?
basically.
I'm not disagreeing. I think that you're right. It's lame, but
Because like
you know,
there's
like,
both of the main plot points of that plot are so dumb. First off, like if you fire someone because you're attracted to them, like that's straight up not allowed. That's like
Yeah,
illegal.
that's-
Secondly, England would never jeopardize diplomatic relations with America just because
yeah, but
he's
the
offended.
president is Billy Bob Thornton, okay?
Just because he's offended that he like tried to hit on the secretary.
Yeah.
It doesn't make the
Do you
president
think
look
Billy
good.
Bob Thornton picked up on that?
If anything, it would have been more believable if, like, privately in that room he had told him off. But they would never go out in, like, a press conference to, like, C-SPAN and be like, I hope America remembers that we're the land of Shakespeare. And it's like, this would never happen.
What else does he cite? Like Bridget Jones's Diary
I
or
don't
something?
even
Like,
know. I don't know.
He has nothing to lose, and she like loses her whole life.
Yeah, no, totally. Like, she gets fired, and then he just, like, starts roaming around the
Well,
neighborhood.
I
like,
don't know
Trump.
if she gets fired.
The only good part about that plot is that his driver has a great voice. Because they start caroling.
Oh, that's a great scene.
Yeah, they start caroling,
But
and, like,
yeah, and also like all the jokes are pretty mean spirited about her and towards her, and he's even pretty mean spirited to her at the end, right?
I mean, it's also just, it's just awkward.
No, but the other side of it, of course, is that like, here's the real question: Do you think that the stand-in for the president of the United States understood that it's because he was hitting on the girl?
No way.
Because he was like, oh wow, this guy's like just going rogue. Like, this makes no, and of course nobody else knows, and everyone in the room's like, yeah, and they're like, well, where's this coming from? Like 1 minute ago, he's like, we gotta have good relationships with the U.S., and the next moment he's like, fuck these guys, and you're like, what are you doing, dude?
The other only good part about that plot is that her, like, niece or whatever is the Christmas octopus to go with the Christmas lobster. That is Alan Rickman's
I like how they're
So
all laced
that-
together, kind of.
Yeah,
That's
that
kind of
is
fun.
good. Okay, so those are my rock bottom ones. The one step above from the bottom are
What
just
about
the,
when he dances to the Scissor Sisters?
I don't remember that at all.
When he's like the
one step above, like,
dancing? I
so
understand.
those are the trash ones. The ones that are just too sad
Okay.
is the Alan Rickman ones, and then the one with what's her name who
Laura
has
Linney?
Yeah, Laura Linney.
Laura
Those are too
Linney's
sad.
one is
What
like,
about the guy and his manager? That one's cute.
Oh, the guy and his manager. Yeah, no,
That one's great.
that's a great one. That's a really good one. Yeah.
Bill Nye. It's not only it was great for his career because and then we were all
Christmas is all around.
I mean, we were all blessed with like years
so
and
the
years of Bill
feeling
Nye,
goes.
and then the manager whole plot line is amazing.
So the top ones are the manager, the
I like
little
it-
boy.
and I like how he teases like the NSYNC equivalent.
What was the other one I said? The manager, the little boy, and who else?
Porn call.
Oh, yeah. Martin Freeman, the porn stand-ins.
What about the Speed Liam Neeson Claudia Schiffer one?
That doesn't count. It doesn't count.
It's actually a terrible plot line. No, what were we saying? Hold on. The two sad ones. Laura Linney's one's really sad, and you get a lot of Laura Linney boob out of
The thing
nowhere,
about,
which
the
is
thing
very
about the Alan Rickman
interesting.
one, the thing about the Alan Rickman one is that like it's so basically the plot is that like he cheats on his wife or is like thinking about it with that girl at work, right? The young kind of like vixen girl.
He buys her.
He buys her a fancy
necklace.
necklace. I guess for both this one and the Laura Linney one, I feel like they could have explained it a little more because he seems quite put off by it and then decides to buy her a necklace.
He feels pressured into it, I think, by her in some ways because he's
She's so forward.
not that he doesn't like put a stop to it. And he's obviously wavering and he's being like weak-willed, you know. But he's like he's sort of being like he's doing this thing. He's going like, well, maybe I'll be like a really nice boss this year. You know what I mean? But it's like, oh, well, that's creepy. But like, he's like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not like,
It's a little unclear.
which is why they're allowed to be together at the end, though.
I think
Like, it
that,
wasn't like he did have an affair.
well, it's unclear if they're together at the end, I think. They are?
Yeah, no, what it is they seem like they were separated.
And now they're back
he's out of the doghouse.
How are you reading all of that from
Because
the-
he goes, it's something like, are we okay now? And she's like,
Oh.
okay.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, and
The other thing about the Laura Linney one is like, and this frustrates me with movies that do this, is like, she could have told the guy that she has a brother that needs her help.
the guy is
Like,
super into her.
yeah, so like
Right,
she could
yeah.
have been like, oh, this is my situation. But instead she's like, I'm not gonna explain what's going on and then I'm just gonna like leave you, basically.
No, yeah.
So it's
'Cause
like
it's such an
super
understandable situation. It's like,
Yeah.
my brother's really sick,
Yeah.
and I take care of him, but you're still going to play Xerxes in 300 in 2 years. And so we can still hook up here and there. And he'd probably be like, okay, so do I have to like hang out with your brother every minute? He's like, you can come over and hang out every once in a while. Like,
Okay,
it's fine.
People
You know, it's
in
not-
the chat are like so confused. People are literally being like, is this all one movie?
Wait, has everyone not seen Love Actually?
I think that,
Look at how many people are on that poster.
yeah, people are like, I think there's One Direction fanfics based on it, but that's all I know.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Well,
we'll-
here's what
we'll
I would
wrap it
actually
up.
say. Love Actually is, I would recommend it as a watch, but like, that's my opinion, is that there's 3 good ones, 2 okay ones, like 2 pretty good ones, then 2 sad ones, and 2 horrible ones. 'Cause it's like basically like, how many was that? 9?
I think that's
7.
great.
7 love stories that happen in
Here's-
different places, and then
here's-
they're all linked at the end.
My final word is that the ending is so good, it tends to undermine the bad stuff. It's so great when that kid gets through the security stop.
Yes, yeah,
It's so good, and then amazingly, these grown men cannot chase down this 9-year-old kid. He turns the corner,
It's
and then
because
he's
he
like,
can go like around like he's little.
he's not that fast, okay? But the kid's adorable, and then he was awful in Game of Thrones. So let's put him in somewhere. Yeah, remember he's
Oh, Jojen?
yeah. Okay, where
He
should we
wasn't awful.
Where should we put this guy?
Okay, I think it should be B.
Okay.
I think.
So nice. We spent a lot of time talking about that. to
Well,
put
because it's
that in
definitely not. It's
B.
definitely not
Okay.
S tier.
Any things that sneak up to the S
Although
tier.
it's funny that Santa Claus is the only thing that's an S tier.
I don't know. I don't know if the Santa Claus should be S tier. But
I mean, the thing is
I'm wearing
like
some nostalgia goggles in that one.
I think that I have to burp. I think that Elf is probably arguably S tier.
But I think Home Alone is the obvious one that could be S tier.
Yes, Home
Right?
Alone
Like
should be S
I
tier.
think at Home Alone,
Yes.
like does any
Yes, Home Alone should be S tier, and I think Santa Claus should come down. There's no way. There's no way the Santa Claus is as good as Home Alone. Come on,
Dude,
what are we thinking?
I think that one of the prerequisites for every great Christmas movie is you got to get a little emotional at the end. That's almost the prerequisite. You got to get a little teary-eyed,
So
right?
you're saying that which one is teary-eyed? Love Actually is teary-eyed.
No, but that's because they go for that, right? I would say that Home Alone has the best organic teary-eyed moment with the kid when he looks out the window and then he sees the old man reuniting with his family as they pan to Macaulay Culkin smiling. It's a good scene.
Okay, hold on. Nightclaw 42 says, I thought Love Actually was one of those sappy romance movies. I've never seen it. Does Christmas even have anything to do with the plot?
Oh, big time. It's sort of centered around this song that's been written by Bill Nighy's character called Christmas Is All Around Me.
I feel it in my fingers.
Yes,
I feel it in my toes.
Yeah.
Feel it in my toes.
exactly. And so, which is, and like I guess like the whole play is that
Oh,
they,
people are upset that I moved the Santa Claus down. I think that the chat just needs it to be S. Just leave it
dude,
up there.
I
It's
want it
fine.
to be. It's so good. I mean,
Okay,
Saf,
but
Saf, they go like,
why does that make it S tier?
it's so good. Has anyone seen this movie recently?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. That dance scene is so good because they're just walking and like this is like a badass walk and they're just like. It's awesome. I don't know. It's like when Donald Faison gets mad at Stacey Dash's character when they're trying to find the directions of the party in Clueless. It's so good. Remember when he goes, what are they, letters or are they numbers? She goes, they're trees or something. He goes, it's so good every time. I've seen that movie 1,000 times and I love it every time. Anyone know what I'm talking about with that? When Marie gets angry, it's so funny.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
good every time.
Yeah, they're looking at like an atlas.
And she's
It's like a Rand McNally atlas, like map of
and
Los
she's like,
Angeles.
they're numbers. And he's like,
That's actually like Donald face on thing too.
Yeah.
it's so good. Is it raining? What's that noise? Okay.
I think that's just our water cooler.
All
All right,
right.
that's it.
Christmas Vacation to S tier.
Colleen Gunderson is talking about your dance thing. He says, that dance scene makes it S tier.
is the best part. Okay, they have this huge montage. Here's why. It's like
Nicole Amsat says, I genuinely watched it yesterday and I don't remember what Tyler's talking about.
No, it's during, there's like this big like montage where like the cops are gonna get like, they're gonna presumably shoot to kill Santa Claus. And he's like, oh, we're gonna have to do this anyway though. It's so good.
Okay,
Some they like break into the prison and
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, it's so good.
like, so ridiculous.
It's so good. I love that movie.
Cool. That's it.
Okay.
That's our ranking. I feel like mostly we just had things that we didn't like. But there are obviously movies on here that we did like. But there's also, we had a lot of complaints about the movies, I feel like.
It was a pretty complete evaluation of Love Actually.
Yeah. I have a lot of, well, the thing about Love Actually, and like, I guess for people who haven't seen it, maybe they've seen these kind of articles, is that like in the last few years, people have come out like bashing Love Actually like wholesale. And I think that it's a very complex, there's no black and white with Love Actually. There's some terrible parts and some really great parts.
It's because it's so well liked, though, in some ways. I think it's kind of like, like there are people, there are probably gripes with like Friends, but people are like, I fucking hate Friends, and you're like, dude, Friends is okay. I mean, like it's a good show. I mean, I like Friends a lot, but I mean, like it's solid TV. It's kind of like that. I think because if people ride so high on it, like Himian's got more things to hit, but it's kind of like Himian. Yeah. Anyway,
Great.
well, we learned a lot today, and so. Happy December to everybody.
Oh, right, yeah.
We got a Christmas tree here. The Christmas is, we don't know where Krusty is.
No, he left halfway
is he
through
right there?
your rant about one of these, the Grinch.
He's over it.
He's over it.
Okay. So,
He's a little Grinch though.
Krusty?
Yeah.
He's disgusting. Well, anyway, so as we mentioned, we have a lot of fun stuff that we're working on.
Yes.
And we hope you guys have liked the stuff that we've come out with recently, which is yesterday and today. And then we have this live stream. We hope you guys enjoyed our rankings. We hope that they're not too controversial.
Pretty controversial.
Pretty controversial.
Yeah.
Last Christmas, obviously we're not giving it a ringing endorsement, but we might still see it. So who's to say?
I kind of still want to see it, even though I know exactly what happens just from the trailer.
Yeah.
And I guessed correctly after looking it up.
There are some stuff that you might not expect.
Mylin has seen it. So, should we sign out, Saf?
Yeah. Let's sign off. People want Krusty.
I'll go get him.
Is he there?
You prep the outro, Sophia.
Prep it.
I don't know. I guess there is just
What do you mean prep it? What should I do?
general table setting. Hey guys, we're gonna see you in a second. Krusty's coming in here, and then we're gonna go back to editing audio. Don't scratch my chest,
the
man.
candle that's burning is called Mary Mimosa. Did we say that earlier?
Smells
relevant
really good,
information.
actually. Hey, bud. And then this is Krusty. You guys know him.
Does anyone truly know Krusty? The inner workings of his mind are an enigma.
They really are, though.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Happy December, and we will see you guys next time.